Well, good morning. It was about 6 in the morning, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring except for Keeler the cat and myself. And this is B for B Average Gaming. And I'm back playing No Man's Sky, where I've got a sentinel outside my door. That annoying sentinel. I don't want to buy anything. Leave me alone. Uh, so, so we're back. If you've been watching, and I guarantee you haven't, but if you have, you'll notice that we're on planet number 2 in the Tronio system. I am naming each system, not each planet, but each system off of characters I have played for the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, or in my professional career since I moved to Cincinnati. Okay, we are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Where are we going? We are going to go to this buried technology module. It's dark, but I don't care. Let's get ourselves some DH or Die High. Thought about that last night. What do I call this stuff? DH, Die High? I like Die High. So we're gonna get some ferrite dust. While I'm doing some quick mining, just a quick update on my life. So I went to go get the boy from daycare yesterday, and the car wouldn't start. I have a Prius, and some people might, make comments about me driving a Prius, but the car's been great. My biggest problem is the moment it doesn't work, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can't pop it out of park. You can't do anything because it's all electronically controlled. If you ever saw Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, my car would be the first to go down in the alien invasion because it's so dependent on technology. Okay, where are you? There you are. We're right on top of it. Okay, you got to go away. Alright, so we're going to switch over to Terrain Manipulator. We're going to load up. Oh, look at all that. Now, the great thing about this is go big. Alright, salvage technology. The car won't start. It's got that little triangle with the exclamation point in the middle of it, the red light of death, which basically says something bad's happening. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but something bad's happening. So I got a lot of walking in done, in yesterday, and Sarah, Mrs. B picked up little B. I'm ever grateful that she did that, and I was actually surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised at my self serenity through the whole process, because I don't do well when things don't go well. But apparently, I was able to hold up pretty well. Okay, we got a storm coming. Storm's coming! NEM! We're gonna fry! Alright, just pick up some ferrite, because we're gonna go mining some more in a little bit. Oh, always need carbon. Okay, I'm coming. I really was hoping to get another technology module before. Okay, so this is how your blueprint analyzer works. It's pretty simple. Analysis unit online, awaiting input. Diagnostic suggestion. Users should recover buried technology from dig sites. Equipped and utilize an analyze visor. Yeah, thanks. Blueprint research. Okay, so we can make things. Now I've got 2, if I remember correctly, and the first thing that I really want is a base teleport module. There we go. That's what I really want. Storm's clearing, great. Now, here's the beautiful thing about the technology that I just added. What we're going to do, storm's clearing, I'm going to just let that be what it is. So over here under equipment, I can make quite a few things now. The most important thing is this thing. I need ionized cobalt and an ion battery to make it. Okay. I think we can do that. Okay. First of all, we gotta get out of the menu again. See these holes? These holes usually denote caverns. And in caverns is cobalt. What do we got down here, folks? God, it's dark. No! No caverns. No caverns whatsoever. Alright. Wow. Okay, well, there's another way to go about this. I just wish it weren't so dark. I'm doing this, as annoying as it is, because these things got sodium attached to them, and it's just better to tack on the sodium and the ferrite dust while you can. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Yes, it's always good to have your portable refiner on you, but quite frankly, it's always also good to put a portable refiner down at a base. And since we're not going to leave the system anytime in the immediate future, I figure what we'll do is at least stock up on some stuff. So, wow, I need carbon. Let's see here. I want... Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. See that silver and gold? Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Yeah, that's going to be good when I get a freighter, but for the time being, I can sell it. Put the ferrite dust in. Process that sucker. Alright. Another thing we're going to do real fast... We've already saved this area. Not going to worry about that right now. We are going to put out a signal booster. And we're going to see if there's any nearby structures. You can actually search for specific structures, but the cool thing is if there's anything nearby, it'll show us. And there is. It looks like there's a minor settlement. Oh, an abandoned building. Oh, wow. We're going to try something right off the bat, folks. This is probably going to get me killed. Okay, so we're going to pick this up. The great thing is the abandoned building's over there. Okay, base computer log updated. Let's take a look real fast. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925F follows. Scanner detected unusual. Repeating 16. The space station. Warning. Archives interrupted. Emergency broadcast detected. The traveler finds their wings. They fly towards us, as they must. You will find us when the time is right. The base computer interrupted its own archive retrieval program to relay an emergency message, but the broadcast sounds like no distress call I've ever heard. Perhaps the message is right. Perhaps it is time to fly, to return to space, and seek answers to this mystery. Perhaps it is. Emergency broadcast code 16161616. Yes. Kind of freaky. One of my favorite stories is 1408 by Stephen King. And in it... Is that... Nope, that's just the copper. I'm looking for holes. But we'll take this too. So one of my favorite stories is Stephen King's 1408. And in it, they have... He picks up the phone at one point and he hears just this sound coming through it. And this repeating voice over and over again that says, you know, this is 19, this is 19, this is 6, this is 6. Freaked me out. They did an okay job of it on the movie, John Cusack. Okay, so these are abandoned buildings. Whispering eggs, they're bad. But I learned a little trick last night. Oh, and you always want... Where are we now? The Nazaf Plateau. So I saw a little trick last night, and I'm willing to give it a shot and see how it goes. But first, these abandoned buildings are kind of cool. One, they have stuff you can get inside them. Two, they have these forgotten terminals, which probably won't do anything for me right now. Residual goop, I just get rid of them. They're listed as junk. You can refine them. You probably get paid better for them. I don't know. I don't think they're an ingredient to anything. User identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data log for analysis. It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged-edged, like something that once lived but then was torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I had the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor, but nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become motile, then crawling on a mat of slow cilia, moving from me. I should have left it alone. Analyze data log. I discover something coded deep inside the long dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey. Nanite clusters. Nanite clusters are the currency that you use for technology. Okay, there is nothing else in here. Usually there's something on the walls, but okay, that's sweet. That's fine. All right, can I jump up on the buildings? That's the first thing I want to try. I can indeed. Okay. This is how we're going to play it. Oh, God. Alright. See what happened? I destroyed the whispering eggs, and then these guys popped out of the ground pretty darn quick too. Kind of freaky. They will kill you. They'll kill you good. While we're at it, they will go away after a while. But there's my base. There is what? Ancient data structure. Ooh. We got a lot of things going on in here. We have a sentinel over there. The reason I did this was because the larval core is worth 61,000 units. Pulsating jellied orb. 61,000 units. I'm taking it. I don't think I could use it for anything else, so I'm taking it. Swarm is subsiding. Okay. We're gonna fly over here real fast. Fly me to the ancient data structure. I could use some more. Everywhere you turn, there's a sentinel. Seriously. I wanted to come here. Trust me. You little piece of crap. I'm going to kill you later. I'm going to kill you so good. And then you're going to come back with 10 million more of you. Okay. Some ferrite dust. Carbon, oxygen. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Please. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, if you happen to rewatch the previous episode, you notice that I made a comment with regards to, oh, the irony of getting carbon when it winds up You're basically mining carbon to refuel your miner. Turns out phosphorus also replenishes your mining laser. Okay, navigation data. Whoop. Basically, I'm picking up navigational data units, which will help me locate specific things. The problem is they really only... Ooh, drop pod coordinate data. That's cool. I'll take it. Okay, I have taken everything I possibly can. And more carbon. Yeah, like I said, folks, inventory resource management. This is what the game is really all about. Okay, so what I want to do is continue the storyline. Investigate the emergency signal, visit the space station, and search for intelligent life forms. If there are no intelligent life forms at the space station, our civilization is fakaked. Okay, not enough fuel in the launch thruster. This is where life gets fun. Okay, well, first of all, I have got... Great thing about talking about resource management, you can make things in your starship. And quite frankly, this is where you want to make your launch fuel. Launch thruster. It only takes one to fill it up. That's the beauty of it. We're going to take off. There is our indicator for the space station. Let's get out of here. Break the atmosphere. There we are. Alright. We got ourselves... Now, Yep, I've been there. I'm just gonna shoot some more stuff. What did I get? Silver! Alright, and probably some more tritium. Alright, I'm out. And blast off. We'll be there in about half a minute. So yeah, so life is a little crazy right now. Life is a little crazy. Just because of the car. It is kind of amazing. I mean, when you live in the suburbs, and my suburbs is really cool. You can do a lot of walking around and, you know, and so forth. But, and it's, you know, Cincinnati has got a relatively good public transportation system. But it's not good if you've got like a schedule that is completely, okay. That must mean we're doing something right. That music is telling us something. Yeah, it's entrances on the other side. But if you've got a schedule that's like crammed up tight against each other, it's not going to help you out because you know you need to plan for the travel time. All right, here we go. And so there's a very strong possibility I'm going to be without transportation and have to work all that into my schedule because I'm also pretty much responsible for, you know, dropping off, picking up the boy, and I love that responsibility. I would not change that for a million years. All right, so here we are. We are here at the space station. The Tranio System Space Station. Where the Korvax wave to you, even though they don't even know who the heck you are. Alright, what is over here? Nothing. Just looks interesting. Never seen that before. Alright, so the first thing I always do when I pop into a space station is actually not come over here. See these guys? You can buy them if you have the ducats. You can also buy from them. You can do some trading. The first thing I do whenever I come to a new space station... See all that scanning I did? 14,000 units right there. I get a new slot on my exosuit. That's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is not talk to any of these guys because it's early on in the storyline process and there's not much you really can do. Okay. Alright. Let's talk to some of these aliens. What I really do love about this game is that in talking to the aliens, you don't understand them until you start to learn their language. And there are different ways to do that. Okay, so the alien's elegant metallic shell springs to life as I approach. They study me. I'm going to repeat the code 161616. Glazed look passes over the lifeform's visor. Strange effect. I don't think I'm going to get my answer here, though. Physicist. And it's kind of cool. I mean, as you start to learn, and then you get pieces of what they're saying to you, which is actually kind of helpful because what they tell you is kind of what you want to do in some of the circumstantial choices you have to make. Okay, despite unfamiliar words, something about this alien manner is a place where you met before. Repeat the code. Okay, so even though we may have met before, they aren't happy about seeing me. What about you? Repeat the code. Glazed look. Now, if they've done anything... If they haven't done anything to this part on the latest patch or update, this little talking around to see if anybody understands the code. Oh, okay, red light that stared at me. Repeat the code. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Okay, that's not creepy. The alien speaks. The words are not their own. The code is echoed back to me through a red glare, transformed into a set of coordinates. Crimson light fades away. We see the life form staring at me through its visor. Whatever happened, they do not appear to have seen it. I'm just going to leave. It's alright. Later, dude. Okay, signal life signs detected. Reach the distress beacon. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and talk to the rest of these guys. Wide dim, but as they turn to talk, their masks make blank. They swiftly come back online, but I can't feel the piercing gaze of a different entity altogether. They seem keen to communicate. Okay, so I've got... Here's some fun stuff. I can barter for 1,000 units, which will give me something, usually of reputation value. I can request dialect help for 10 copper, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Teaches me a word of their language. That's great. I've learned the word for Korvax from a Korvax. I am going to go over here. This is where your trade terminal gives you a little. Starts off by telling you how well you're doing. Look at that. I'm just a stargazer. I'm going to sell items. The first thing I'm going to do is, and some of you are probably going, "Don't do it!" But quite frankly, I don't need it right now, so I'm not going to use it. Ammonia, sulfurine. I will keep the phosphorus because it seems to... I'm going to regret that because I'm going to need it later. I'm going to keep the copper. I'm going to sell this sucker. Ooh. I am actually going to sell this. The drop pods offer you also for if you plop in other stuff, you get basically it's a drop pod, and if you can find some certain set of ingredients, then it will give you extra space on your exosuit. But right now, I don't need it, and you tend to find them when you least expect them. Now watch this. Procedurally generated, I'm not going to find a damn one. Okay, cool. sold off. Did I talk to you? I think I did. Talk to you. You know what? When they're highly nervous, you leave them alone. I have yet to try to reassure. Hey, see? It says Korvax. Tetjed Glove. I don't know what he's saying, but he started by saying Korvax. Multitude of processes appear to be working with the electronic life form. There is, however, one very subtle and an elegant one that's devoted to conversing with creatures of low intelligence. All right. Let us ask for directions. Trading post. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Alright, same stuff. I am this time going to ask for dialect help, and he's going to teach me convergence. Right here, if I didn't already have a good stack, you could get some more navigational data. I'll keep that in mind. This is why I need to find the cobalt. I need to find the cobalt because I can, once I establish my home base, I can travel back and forth between a space station and my home base once I've warped 3 times. Hold tab to skip. I'm a trucker. That's right. I'm a trucker. Okay, right. Casing lights, electronic life forms shine brightly. They lean towards me. Bright. Okay, yeah. Request dialect help? Yes. Toxic. Like my relationship. Korvax, Vikinu. Okay, he's repeating, or he's just sort of. Bright greeting suddenly slows. They tap into their personal data where the facial light's dilated. Okay. Lifeform looks at me for help and points to might gather resources with a single, slow, desperate movement. Okay. Let's give him pure ferrite. Okay. Sweet. I'll take that. So sometimes you get these little interactions, and when you do that, I think I talked to you guy. I think that was just for running around. When you do that, you can increase your reputation. And to quote Cassio, reputation, reputation, reputation. Alright, now the trade terminal. Okay, Korvax. Start. They greet me politely when they see my boltcaster vibrate with fear. Okay, this is... I'm going to leave him alone. This is the one. See? There we go. Nanite clusters. Won't say no to that. Assistant Olaf. Okay, this is a Gek. Small creatures busy out of trade poppers when they appear. They open their eyes and anticipate first contact. The rubber figures together greedily. Alright. They smell amazing. Yeah, I'll give you 10 units. I get something for it. Nanite clusters. Won't say no to that. What do we got here? Deuterium. Ooh, I'm just racking it up. Now, also at space stations, you can get new multi-tools. You can purchase technology for the multi-tool. You can purchase technology for ships. All that blah, 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 blah. Come on. Yeah, okay, cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this sucker. 97,000 units. It's got a geology cannon already attached to it. 97,000 units. Mining's plus 7%, scanners plus 14. you know, right now, I'm not going to do it. I know it's here, though. I'll come back to it. You can also change your appearance here, and I'm not going to do it today. Because I want to continue the storyline real fast and get to the encoded signal. And then we're going to call it a day. Make it so. Alright, we're out. Just getting some distance away from the spaceship. And back on the hot planet. Possible distress signal. While we're at it, let's see here. This is the planet that I did already discover. And if I'm not mistaken, there is the other one. No, that's the one we've been to. So where are you? You were off in the distance. Alright, well, we don't have time. And plot a course. Make it so number 1. So what do you think about Patrick Stewart coming back? Huh? Jean-Luc Picard? Older years? I mean, the guy is rocking it out in his age. I could only hope that I have that much fun in my life. It's funny when I'll never forget. I don't. I mean, I'm kind of old, so I was there when Star Trek Next Gen first came out, and I remember going, ew. And then by the time it was all said and done, watched that final episode, I was like, oh my god, he's gone. It's all over until the movies. All right. Another neat little feature that we're noticing for the very first time. These little things right here, landing areas. You can land here. Once they turn green, you're safe to land. Hop it out. Okay. So we're going to come over here. Life support systems at 50. Log damage, partial records available. The signal has led me to a wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered around the landscape. Are these messages nothing but a misfiring circuit, a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find a pilot's log blinking, awaiting input. Request the log. Give me the log. I want the log. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. The schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Ha! Take the blueprint! Pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. What? Okay, so I need chromatic metal and 5 microprocessors. I got one. Searching for stuff in those little yellow boxes. Okay. Alright, so now it's going to ask me to go back. But before we do that, first of all, let's do some things here real fast. Okay. I'm going to look around here. You see this right here? It says cargo pod. Turn on your terrain manipulator. Turn it all the way up. Shoot the heck out of it. Where are you, cargo pod? There you are. Cargo pod. Chromatic metal. I happen to have some. You know what? Launch fuel. How much chromatic metal do I have? Let's go over here real fast. I usually... okay, I can do 2 more. And let's do that. These things really are worth the effort. Oh, there's one that's already out. Let's do that one. This is always random in terms of what it will take to feed. Okay, heat capacitor. Which is, it's good. It's good to have. I'm going to actually hold on to it. Even though I don't initially need it. Warp cell. Hey! You know what? We don't have to make warp cells. I love it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to go to our exosuit. We're going to take the warp cell. We are going to quick transfer it to the starship. I don't know why I did that. We're going to move that. What is going on? Is that something new? That is new. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Used to be you just push XX and it would just automatically hop over. Okay. Alright, so sun's back up. And it's going to want us to go back to the space station. So what I want to do, I don't want to do that right away. What I want to do is go home. Best way to do that, get out of the atmosphere. Aim down. If there's a better way to do this, please somebody tell me. And impulse your way there. Make it so. There's the other planet. There are 3 planets in this system, and I want to check every one before it's all said and done. Alright. Coming into my base. Which is really just a shack out in the middle of the woods. The middle of a hot planet. And land. Oh, area landing's not clear. Land. There we go. It's so dark on this world. It's always so dark. Okay, so the beautiful thing is, remember that ferrite that it's waiting for me. I can just take it. See, yeah, I don't like this. I'd much rather press X. But that's just me. It's just me. What's going on? Here we go. I want... Okay, I'm gonna need... What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I have 83 copper. Yeah, let's go ahead. Process as much as we want, as much as we can. Alright. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're going to conclude for the day. Not much really happened. I am going to get into the starship again, and I am going to... the warp cell is over there already. Just make sure there's nothing... Oh, starship launch. Going to move that over to the starship, too. Great. That's going to be very helpful. We got a lot of dihydrogen. We got some cobalt, but we need a lot more. Because I want to make that teleporter. Alright, we're going to hop out, because that's the quickest way to do a restore save. And we're going to call it a day here. So, I got some stuff I got to do. I got to call the mechanic. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks, and thanks so much for stopping by. You all take care.